What's going on, guys? Duck here, back with another video, and as you guys can tell by the title and thumbnail, today we are talking about Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, one of my absolute favorite resorts, hands down, definitely in my top 5, and honestly probably my number 2 on the Walt Disney World property. So today we are talking about if the Animal Kingdom Lodge is worth the deluxe resort title. Now, the last time I went to Walt Disney World, I stayed at the Animal Kingdom Lodge with my fiance. Absolutely gorgeous resort. I absolutely love it, and we will definitely be staying there again, without a doubt. Literally zero doubt in my mind we will be back there again. Just stunning resort. So to start things off, let's talk about price. Now, the last time I stayed there was in September, and we did a bounce back offer. So we got a crazy, it was a big discount off the normal price that it normally is per night. Typically, you see ranges from $500 all the way up to $1,000, depending on what you choose and where you want to stay. If you want to get a Savannah view, if you want to get a pool view, or if you just want to get like a hotel view. And then there's also bigger rooms in the DVC side of things. And yeah, there's many different options to choose from to accommodate for your family, or if you're just going with 2 people or yourself, there's plenty of different options. And like I said, the lowest price you'll see is probably around low 500s a night. And like I said, all the way up to $1,000 and more. Now, when I went this past September, we paid, I believe it was like $310 per night. It was a crazy deal. Like I said, if you can get a bounce back offer, or if there's deals going on, just always be aware of that, because you can save so much money by staying at these deluxe resorts. And it's definitely worth it, because I mean, you got to think the Pop Century, the Art of Animation, is around $200 to $300 per night. And if you want to stay in the deluxe family rooms, that's $500 a night. So why not stay at the deluxe resort? Now that we have pricing aside, let's talk about the resort itself. When you walk into this resort, it is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you literally feel like you're in Africa. Like the theming, just everything about it, you feel so immersed, like you're literally in a different country. It's absolutely insane. And then you walk up to the massive glass windows and you just look out into the savannah and you see giraffes, you see zebras. Like, I mean, it is just such an experience. Kids will absolutely love it, but even adults, I mean, you can't go wrong. Now, at this resort, you have an awesome shop which has all your typical Disney merch, and then it also has a lot of African-inspired merch as well there, which is super cool to see as well. And then the restaurants, oh man, the restaurants. It's just so good. You have Jiko, which is honestly, I would say it might be number 1 at Walt Disney World for deluxe dining. It might be one of the best restaurants on Disney property, without a doubt. If you haven't experienced Jiko, definitely check it out. Now, that does come with a heavier price tag, but man, is the food absolutely delicious. And then next to that, you have Boma, Flavors of Africa. It's like a buffet style. Their breakfast is absolutely fantastic, and then their dinner is fantastic as well. You cannot go wrong with that as well. That's more of a, quick service type of vibe, but the food is absolutely phenomenal. Boma, I 10 out of 10 recommend. And then downstairs on the bottom floor, you have your typical cafe style quick service food. But I will say it is much, much better, and there is more options than your standard resort like the Pop Century Art of Animation. The food is definitely better there, but it's the same style. It's like a little cafeteria, and the food is great. It's quick. And if you're needing to jump to the parks, or you just want to grab a quick bite for lunch, it's awesome. So there is another side to the Animal Kingdom Lodge called Kidani Village. Jambo House is the main Animal Kingdom Lodge area, and then there's Kidani Village, which also has a restaurant. Now, I didn't eat at that restaurant, and I completely forgot the name, so I'm not going to talk about that one. But the restaurants in Jambo House, which is the main area, oh, they are just so, so good. Now, let's talk about rooms. The room we stayed in was just your standard, I think we had a pool view. And once again, that's why we had the price so low. Like, it was literally $300 a night, which is close to a value resort, which is fantastic. And the room was awesome. You could either choose 2 queen beds, or you can get a king bed as well, whatever you prefer, or whatever your party has, they can accommodate for everything. They're very well themed. You definitely feel like you're in Africa, like I said before. The rooms, they have Lion King stuff going on, so you do still feel like you're at Disney as well. One of my favorite things in the morning before going to the parks was just walking through the resort. We would catch ourselves stopping at every single window to see what animals we would be seeing outside. And that's definitely one of the perks about being at this resort, is there's so much to look at. I mean, every window you look out of, you're seeing something. You're either seeing a zebra, you're either seeing a giraffe, flamingos. They have literally all these animals on this property, and it is just so fun to look at, and you never know what you're gonna see next. With all of that aside, now we gotta talk about the one downside, and I think the downside that pretty much everyone talks about for this resort, but honestly, it didn't bother us too much on this trip, because I never felt like we were waiting, but that is transportation and the distance it is from all the other parks. But they do send extra buses to this resort since it's so far and it's a deluxe resort, so they want you to feel like you're not waiting all the time. So I would say the longest we waited for a bus was like 5 minutes, which is nothing. We didn't really experience any issues with transportation. We also love the bus transportation, so there's just no problem with it at all. But just know, if you want to book a stay there, you will just have to take buses to all the parks, which honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I wish they had a pathway to Animal Kingdom. I think that would be really cool if they had a just full-on immersive walkway from the Animal Kingdom Lodge to the Animal Kingdom Park. I think that's something they need to add and work on. I don't know if they can with like the animals and stuff or what they have going on, but I think that would be a super fun experience and definitely a massive perk for staying at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. So now, in my opinion, does the Animal Kingdom Lodge deserve the deluxe title? And yes, without a doubt in my mind, it deserves the deluxe resort title. From the vibe, from just all the decorations, the animals, the restaurants, they're just absolutely fantastic. Just everything about this resort is so unique and different from anything else on Walt Disney World property that it's just a must to stay there. So another thing to add is the pools. There is a pool at Jambo House, and then there's a pool at Kidani Village, which is their DVC side of the resort, but you can stay there if you're not a DVC member. The pools are fantastic. They have water slides, they're massive, and then they're also a walk-in style, so there's no stairs on one side. You can just walk straight in and it gets deeper as you go. I only went into the Jambo House pool because that's the side of the resort that we were staying on, and fantastic. The pool is nice. You have animals in the surrounding areas that you can walk to, and there's also, I believe, 2 hot tubs there as well. At that pool, they also have a full bar service, which is nice for the adults, and then they also have games like ping pong and such. So if you guys are planning a Disney trip soon and you want a little bit of a different experience, I totally 10 out of 10 recommend Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. It is fantastic. And just like every Disney World resort, they do have an arcade as well, and it's located right next to the food quick service down on the first floor. Also, if you have very young newborn kids coming with you, they do have a nursery as well where you can drop them off. That is also located on the first floor. So guys, to wrap things up, the Animal Kingdom Lodge is just, I don't know, it might be tied with the Polynesian for me. The Polynesian's always been my #1 resort, but after staying at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, I just absolutely love it. The vibe and just everything about it is just so good. And like I said, I think people's #1 complaint there is how far it is from everything. But honestly, the buses, like I said, we waited max 5 minutes for a bus. So it really was no issue at all. So if that's something that you're worried about, I wouldn't worry about that. I would just book the stay and go and enjoy it because it's such a cool experience. So guys, if you stayed at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge before, either Kidani Village or Jambo House, let me know down below in the comments, and let me know if you think it's worth the deluxe title down below in the comments as well. Guys, I hope this helps with your upcoming trip. If you were on the fence about staying at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, like I said, 10 out of 10 would recommend to anyone. It's one of the best resorts on Disney property, without a doubt. Like literally without a doubt. It is so good. So guys, like and comment down below. Smack that subscribe button if you are new. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.